Hey everybody, so I thought I'd do one more legato lesson. Probably do more when I think of them. But alright, so this time I'm doing an E minor shape, and it's similar to the E major one I did in that we're only using the bottom 5 strings, so everything but the low E. And you'll see a sequence of repeating shapes. In fact, you could play the scale using only 2 shapes. So there's these 3-note per string shapes. The first one, you start at the first note, go up a whole step, and then up a half step. So that's the one shape. Remember, really try to get these with all hammer-ons. So that's going to be the first 2 strings. The A and the D string both have this shape where you go up a whole step and then up a half step. So that's the first shape. Then the second shape is going to be you go up a whole step, then up another whole step. So this is the other shape. So make sure you learn that shape as well. So those are the only 2 shapes you need to play this minor scale. The whole half shape and the whole shape. So let me play through the scale slowly so you can see all the notes. I'll just play it slowly, and remember it's just these 2 shapes. Also bear in mind when you play the whole half shape, this one, you want to finger that with the index, then the middle, and then the ring. It might be tempting to go index, ring, pinky, and sure, you can do that if you really find that easier, but when you get down to the part where you have to transition to the whole shape, I think you'll find that the transition's much easier, because for that one you have to go up that first whole step, going up to your from index to middle. So if you're already doing that for the whole half shape, when you get to the whole shape, you'll find that your hand is already in position for it, and it's actually a lot easier. So don't do it the other way. Also, for most legato playing, you remember you can't have your thumb around here like sometimes you do for like blues scales and stuff like that. You really need to have your thumb around the back of the guitar, like right about there, so that you can actually reach these shapes, because your fingers just won't go wide enough for this type of shape unless your thumb is down low on the back of the neck, like I showed you. Alright, so without further ado, let me play the shape slowly so you can see what that was again. So, as far as the whole half shape and the whole shape, the first 2 strings, the A and the D, is going to be the whole half, this one. So I did the whole half shape twice. Then you go down to the G string, same position, and do the whole shape. Then you take that same shape, go down to the B string and shift the whole thing up 1 fret, so you're up here now. And and then keep it there and do the exact same shape on the E string. So alright, so you know, obviously you can use this shape for any sort of playing, but it works really well for legato playing because, you know, as I've mentioned before, the 3-note per string patterns are really nice just as far as muscle memory to help you keep track of everything when you're trying to, you know, zip through these things. Also just the way I finger this particular shape also lends itself well to transitioning. You know, still getting a lot of power out of your hammer-ons. You know, transitioning from the two different shapes. This also lends itself really well to that. And don't be fooled with legato playing. You know, as much as it sounds very smooth and pretty when you execute it well, you're actually hitting those strings pretty hard with your hammer-ons. It's a common mistake, to kind of, you know, try and do them too gently, but you actually need to do it with a fair amount of force. And if you're attacking them all evenly and the notes are connected right next to each other with no string noise in the middle, I'm not saying I did that perfectly, and you know, no pick noises or anything like that, it's going to sound legato. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're playing soft and delicately. It's even dynamics, and one note, you know, butts up right against the next one. There's nothing in between it. So that's about it. So hopefully you find this helpful. Post questions if you have them. And please check out some of my original music. Just search for Gianmarc wherever you download your music. And I also have an album of ringtones. They're like heavy metal ringtones. Mostly shred guitar stuff, a couple funny vocal ones. So check that out too. I'll put links in the description. Alright, thanks a lot. See you later.